Well, campers, it's a bit of a grey, moist day out there. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Well, good morning, campers. Welcome back to the Daily Meat. You are joining me live from the homestead, the Manifesto homestead in South Lincolnshire. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of June, 2026. And this is officially the 100th episode of the Daily Meat. Quite a landmark. We got Bruno on board. He don't like the bad weather. He likes a bit of sunshine. I'm just about to go and take him for a little walk, get rid of some puppy energy. It's got some poppies in the corner of the shot there. We are back out in the old VW T4 Meat Wagon on this landmark day, 100 videos. Unfortunately, the weather has taken a turn. The heat wave is over. It's supposed to be up to 18 degrees today, but most of the morning it's going to be showers. Bit of a grey day, bit of a somber note for a joyous day. Anyway, we're still going to be keeping the video uplifted, try and raise our spirits. It's currently just come up to 11 o'clock. By about midday, the showers are supposed to pass. So I was just going to go down to the local park in Long Sutton, Cinder Ash Park, take Bruno for a little stretch of his legs. I was going to wait till this afternoon till the rain stopped, but he's got a lot of energy this morning. He's been annoying Maggie and just generally being a little mischievous puppy. So we need to get him out and about. Let's have a park up under the trees. My thoughts being Cinder Ash Park is mostly under tree cover anyway, so we should stay dry. So we have reached 100 portions of the Daily Meat. I started this channel on the 28th of January 2026. 4 weeks into January, I decided to start daily vlogging, mix things up a little bit, stuff that we don't normally cover on the main channel, daily goings on. And then we got to the middle of March and I decided to set myself a target. I think at the time we was on around 400 subscribers. And I was saying from that day forward, until we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to vlog every day. And here we are, another 79 days in. 11 weeks. We're on our 12th week of continuous daily vlogging. 79 days vlogging every single day. I ain't gonna lie, it's been quite hard work at times trying to think of stuff to do. What was that noise? I think that was I left my sunroof open last night. I think we got a branch scraping on the van. But to be honest, it's been good fun. Quite enjoyed it, and it's gone really quick. Mostly been recording on my phone, editing the videos on my phone, uploaded them on my phone, going up to our sneaky 5G tower to upload the videos, and I've done a few little camping trips. We went down to Cheddar Gorge, and then we drove all the way through Wales to the Peak District back home. That was the first road trip we did, continuously vlogging, and we've done a few since. We've done all around Lincolnshire, been to the Peak District, we've been down to Norfolk, documenting my travels and what goes on behind the scenes when I'm making videos and road trips and making some lunch, getting some food, taking Bruno for his daily walks. We've even made some turbo cider on our daily vlogs. It's been good fun. Been showing you the progress of the Manifesto homestead, the orchard. A couple of times we even whipped out the old anal Concord and cut some grass, didn't we, puppy? So Bruno made his first appearance on the Daily Meat, I think at maybe number 9, number 8. I'll have to look back. But we got him when he was a young pup. I think he was 12 weeks old when we got him, and now he's 6 months old now. He's getting a big boy. So it's nice to document his development, his growth. And as time goes on, it's also a nice little reference to look back on my own life. I often look at my Google Photos account, and you know, you get your memories like 1 year ago, 5 years ago, but you just see that little picture, that little capture of a moment in time. But with a video, you can see what the temperature was doing, my mood, what we was up to. So it's good to keep it and have a daily diary and look back on what we've done in the past. Hopefully in many years to come, we can look back and see what we've done and relive some good memories. But anyway, little McPuppins, not quite a small McPuppins now, are you? We need to go and take him for his little morning stroll. And speaking about memories, this time last year, the Meat Wagon was in Italia. We was waking up in Italia, heading to Caldonazzo, the village where Mrs. Meat's family's from. And when I arrived in Caldonazzo, I'd literally done 1,000 miles. I took a picture by the sign as you enter the village. 1,000 miles from my doorstep in South Lincolnshire to Caldonazzo, where Mrs. Meat's family originated from. Oh, wow, I wonder if that's actually been around the Nürburgring. That was another trip we did last year. Did a lap around the Nürburgring in the old Meat Wagon. We did a hot lap. That was good fun. That was pre-Daily Meat, but that's on the main Meat Manifesto channel. That was a hot day. There we go, campers. The Daily Meat is also the best daily dogging channel on YouTube. Don't forget that. That's one of our main goals on this channel. Every day we've got videos of Bruno just living life. Look at that, campers. Look at the vitality. Right, we need to venture on a little bit. Look at that. No, okay. Bruno's going around the tree. So I was just looking back on my old videos, and yeah, Bruno made his first appearance on the Daily Meat number 8. That was on the 19th of February 2026, and he was small. He was a little dink, a little chunky monkey. He was a little chunky monkey, but he's definitely got a fair bit bigger. He's loving life. He was a bit shy at first. He was a bit of a shy puppy. He didn't like going out for walks so much, but now he's loving life. When I first brought him up this park, I think that was on the Daily Meat, he didn't like going near that main road, but now he don't care. He just likes having a good sniff about now, likes exploring, smelling the sights and sounds, and he's been enjoying van life. He's really been enjoying van life. When we go back home after road trips, he wants to go back in the van. He loves it. Very chill dog. He's very chill. Although he does like terrorising Maggie when we're at the homestead. I think she likes when we go off on our little adventures and she gets a bit of peace and quiet. Oh, squirrel up a tree there. Bruno's having a little sniff, trying to chase a squirrel. To leave them alone, puppy. Oh, rain's coming down in the old Long Sutton herb garden. The graffiti's still there. Blu-ray's gone though. Somebody's added that red Blu-ray to their collection. We ain't got a Blu-ray player, have we, puppy? So it was no good to us. Yep, the rain's coming down now, so I'm taking shelter under the trees. Good thing with this park, it's quite a lot of bushland all the way around the edge, so you can walk pretty much the whole perimeter of this park and then stay in the dry. Isn't that right, puppy? Look at that, campers. Having a good old sniff this morning, you Bruno. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So one of the reasons I actually started the Daily Meat was obviously to do some more cheeky goings on behind the scenes when I'm on my camping trips. I tried to keep the main channel videos more to the camping side of things. So during the day, I tend to do most of the daily meat filming around then. Also, when I get new gear, we can check it out on the daily meat. I've reviewed a few power stations. We had an electric lunchbox that we cooked some food in. Did a tuna pasta bake. Last week we set up our new tent. The reactive outdoors dome tent. The air one. That's a pretty sweet rig. Yeah, it's good fun. We do a bit of cooking on here. Do a bit of exploring, like I say, a bit of dogging. We're just generally out and about. We take our camera with us and just hit record. Let me puppy and try and make the mundane daily life a little bit interesting. We try and keep it a bit PC, a bit of a family-friendly show. There is a lot going on in the world at the minute, but we've tried to avoid controversial topics, try and keep the videos upbeat and just a little escape away from the reality of the daily grind. So at the end of the day, we're all in this life together. We're not here for long. We just need to have some sweet adventures and make the most of our short time on this beautiful planet. Whether it's winter, summer, we get out and about. We get out exploring and make the most of what we got. And since we've been filming the daily meat, we've been hit with some major fuel crisis issues, which has made it a bit more difficult to do our exploring. Like I said, I did want to go to Europe this year in April. I was intending to leave on the 1st of April, heading to France, Belgium, Germany, possibly Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, Austria, and then into Italy and do a fair bit of exploring in the beautiful country of Italia. But we'll do that eventually. Just at the minute it's on pause. I would rather be there right now, eating pizza, gelato, and drinking an ice cold beer Forst, or maybe a cheeky little Peroni and some fine Italian meats. Yep. But like I say, we got to make the most of what we got. At least Bruno's enjoying himself. And to be fair, at the minute, he's still quite young, and we got no AC in the van. So maybe when he's a bit bigger, he's a bit grown up, and he can handle the long drives. Because when you hit Europe, you are doing a lot of driving. We are going to be stuck in a van for extended periods of time. I'm actually hoping I can head to Europe in the autumn, just before the real bad weather starts. So it's a lot cooler there for Bruno. Things are still open and there's still stuff to see. The crowds won't be as busy. The roads hopefully won't be as busy either. But we're holding out. Just got to stay focused, campers. At the minute, we've got to treat our local area like an oasis. And just enjoy our local scenery. Yeah, I ain't going to leave that on the floor. I'm going to go and put that in the bin because I'm a good law-abiding citizen of this fine country that we call Great Britain. And the bin was literally just 20 yards away. Oh, no, Bruno, I need to come this way. I need to put it in the bin. There we go. We've got to be good. We've got to keep Britain tidy, puppy. We've got to keep Britain tidy. Remember that? Keep Britain tidy. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, Corey's still getting his portion of meat and veg. Get a good face full there, campers. you can't have nothing nice in this day and age, can you, puppy? Unfortunately. All we can do is have a positive attitude in life. Treat people with respect. Treat people how we want to be treated. And hopefully our good work goes noticed. Just a shame we can't have a cheeky juice down here. Not allowed, campers, not allowed. So yeah, just going to take Bruno for a walk, have a relaxing day today. Have a relaxing day. I've got some lunch sorted out. Meat Junior, my son, he's at home, he's off school at the minute. And I've still got some of them black pudding and apple porkers. So we're going to have a cheeky sausage back for lunch. And then a little bit later on in the day, Mrs. Meat has bought me another cheeky juice. Another fancy cheeky juice, another Hawkston. This time it's a bit more VIP, so yeah, we're going to check that out later today. Have a little sample. That's on chill as we speak. That's in the fridge at home. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's that chilly today. I've even got my combats on, and I've got my squeaky boots back on. That's been a while since I've worn these. The old squeaky boots. So this week, for the main channel, I've got a couple of ideas for a cheeky little camp. I think I'm going to do a camp on Friday, just an overnighter. Not going to do any road trips this week. Unfortunately, due to the price of the liquid gold, I'm being a little bit frugal. I'm staying quite close to home, and I'm making fewer longer road trips than I would want to be doing. I had some big plans this year, but you know, the real world costs a lot of money to keep driving the old Meat Wagon about. So we're just gonna do the odd cheeky camp, and then sort of twice a month we'll go on a bit of a longer road trip. Need to save up the pennies, campers. Need to watch the old shekels, the shillings. Need to keep an eye on the shillings. And, spend our money wisely, because even the food is expensive nowadays. Yeah, the price of a fine bit of meat, that's gone up too. And puppy food as well. Even Bruno's food's gone up. He likes his little protein hits. We'll give him a can of tuna today. We'll push the boat out. He'll have his protein hit. The chicken breast, that's expensive now. That's expensive. Right, so I'm going to walk for a spooky graveyard, because we do like walking through graveyards. Come here, puppy. Looking at some nice, fine old churches. We're at the church in Long Sutton. Look at the size of that tree, campers. It really does remind me of something out of Poltergeist. Yeah, the creepy tree. And in Long Sutton we have the tallest timber spire in the whole of Great Britain. Look at that, campers. Very long. Gold cockerel on top there. It's a beautiful building. So I was just checking the statistics on the channel. We've been going just over 4 months now. 872 subscribers, so we're doing well. We're getting closer to that 1,000 mark. And we've also had 95,000 views on the channel, campers. As of today, that is within 99 videos. So yeah, we're getting some good numbers. Just need to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and then we are monetized. We'll have a bit more bit more money for some liquid gold. Now the main Meat Manifesto channel, that's been going since 2018, and we're up to 8,200 subscribers on there. That channel's been a bit on and off for a long time. The last couple of years we've been concentrating on the camping, so that's doing well. But like I say, the daily meat is going to be more the cheeky goings on, day to day behind the scenes of the manifesto. I will keep the main channel going. I think we're just going to use that more for just the camping side of things, the overnight camps, the cheeky one-offs, maybe the small road trips. But I'm thinking moving forward, once we get the other channel monetized, when I do my longer road trips, I think I will just use the daily meat and just record on my phone, because it's a lot easier on the road, especially when I'm making videos every day. It's quicker to edit videos on my phone, where the main channel, look, Bruno's found a feather. On the main channel, I normally use my DJI Action 5, which means I've got to edit the videos on my laptop, which is quite time consuming. Where the daily meat, we just get my phone out, turn the camera on, put it in video mode and just hit record. Just hit record. Simple, nice and easy. And then once the video's finished, I get all the files together. I use the DJI video editing software. I just chuck all the files in there, trim them up, export the file, and then put it on YouTube. Nice and easy. And I've got unlimited data. I'm with GiftGaff, £15 a month. Unlimited data, that's on the O2 network. Most of the places around England I get good 5G signal. And then the videos will upload in no time. That's pretty much how we roll on a daily meat. Just keep things nice and simple. No fancy video editing, no fancy drone shots. I've had a drone before on a channel many years ago, and it's just it's a whole lot of headache. I can't be dealing with it. I like to keep things nice and simple, a bit like the Meat Wagon. Very basic, simple, but it does the job. It does the job, and we have some sweet adventures in it. Yeah, the Meat Wagon's been a little trooper. She's been a little expensive this year. Been a little bit demanding, a bit of maintenance, but things you got to do. You got to keep your camper van tip-top condition. Mechanically, body-wise, she's a little crusty now. She's getting old. She's an old girl. We've done 15,000 miles in the Meat Wagon last year. I normally do around 3,000 to 4,000 miles, but because we've been doing some big adventures, been to Europe twice last year, yeah, the mileage caught up a bit. But yeah, she's had all new suspension, new brakes this year. She flew through the MOT, no advisories, all was good. Last year, before I went to Europe, I had the timing belt done, new water pump. She had a full service. She had 4 brand new tyres. I put her back on Steelies. Tyres are still going good. The backs have not hardly worn at all. The fronts are, they've still got another year or so in them. And yeah, we've been up big mountains up in the Alps. Never got stuck. Oh, only got stuck once when I went to Wales. Yeah, when I was in a rural road quite high up in the mountains of Wales. There was an untreated section that was frozen over, and it was wheel spinning a bit. I had to turn around, but apart from that, them tyres have been darn good. Kumos, we've got Kumos on there. And like I say, while we're here, we need to make the most of life, because yeah, one day that'll all be us. You got a long time to have a sleep in the future. Just need to make the most of today. So as you guys know, we are on a mission to 1,000 subscribers. And I think once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I probably will carry on vlogging every day. I may have the odd day off now and again, because you know, sometimes we all They all need a rest. But, yeah, I quite like it. I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy doing it. Gives me something to do. Gives me a goal in life. Obviously, Bruno needs to be walked every day, unless it's too hot. Yeah, I tend to keep him in the shade, but he'll have a few puppy steps. But yeah, let me know if you want me to carry on vlogging every single day. Even the mundane stuff like renovating my kitchen. We still got day-to-day life. Look at that vitality campers. We still got to do the mundane stuff. Like yesterday, we had to go tile shopping. Oh, incidentally, with one of you guys gave us a link to a website. Mrs. Meat had a little butcher's on there, and we found the perfect tiles. So thank you very much for showing a link to the website. I think it was wall and floor tiles. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, yeah, Mrs. Meat has found what she wants for the kitchen. So I need to measure up the kitchen today to work out the square meterage, and we know how many we need to order. See, we can all have a little interaction. You may not enjoy every single video, but I hope you watch the bulk of them. I know some of you guys out there have watched every single daily meat. And if you're watching one of my videos, even just passing by, try and leave a comment. Give the videos a thumbs up, even if it's just to say hello, or good morning, or whatever, wherever you are. Guten Tag, buongiorno. Helps with the algorithm. When there's more interaction, or if you've got something negative to say, leave it. Put it down. I don't bother. I'm worried. I also can make some content when we have people like Liz and another gentleman recently didn't like the word sweet, and Liz in particular said I sounded like a pervert. She didn't like the bush action. She didn't like moist bush. So yeah, that's a little bit of funny content to add in every now and again. We've arrived back at the main feature of the show, the Meat Wagon. This is what makes meat travel possible, doesn't it, Bruno? Not time travel, meat travel. We have some sweet adventures in the old Meat Wagon. Cook some food, we have some good sleep in there. We have a cheeky juice. We get hot and sweaty in there. We've been cold in there. We've been in snow. We've been in 38-degree heat. We've even been around the Nürburgring and been to the deep in the valleys campers. Good old Meat Wagon. Still going. She's still going strong. 24 years old now. She's still going. Yeah, these are the tyres on the back. They've still got, look at the crustiness, campers. Look at that crustiness. They've still got plenty of tread on them. So they were Kumos. What's the model? What's that say? Portran 4S CX11 for a van. Yeah, they're good. All season tyres. And Bruno just loves chilling out in the Meat Wagon, don't you, puppy? You got your little captain's chair there. Sometimes we swivel it around, but he likes having a look at the dog in action going on outside there. Nice. And she always starts up. Look at that, campers. She might have a brake warning light and be low on the old liquid gold. What's she on now? 108, 786. Yeah, she's still going strong. And the beauty is, when we're on our adventures, we've got everything we need in the back of the Meat Wagon. We can cook some food, we've got electricity, we've got gas, we've got toilet facilities. And when I get a bit tired and need a snooze, just slip in the meat sack there. Very comfortable bed, by the way, very comfortable. I've had a couple of people recently ask me about things like, did I install the curtains myself? Now, over on my main channel, you'll have to go back to, I think it was, when did I buy this? September 2021. There's a tour video when I first bought the Meat Wagon. Actually, I'll put a link in the description and in the pinned comments. And then the preceding videos after that is when I installed the curtains, I installed the electrics, the old setup. I put in a diesel heater. Them curtains that I bought weren't the best. I actually wasn't impressed with them, but because they were there and I drilled the holes, it was like I just went with it. The bulkhead curtain was already in when I bought it. The sunroof was in, the windows were in, the passenger captain's chair was already in it. But everything else, the bed, the kitchen unit, the little storage unit there, the lights, there's videos for it, installing it. Even the flooring. There was a different setup in the van originally. There were some chairs in there and I used to make them into a bed. There was like a box unit at the back of the van. But yeah, check out the Meat Manifesto channel. I actually think there's a playlist on that channel with all the stuff I've done to the van. And along the way, the last few years, we've been doing a few little tweaks to it. But in general, once I got the main setup down like it is now, I've not really changed a lot. I've still got the original lights in. They do the job. The only thing that really drastically changed recently is the electrical setup. I wanted to go something a bit more modern and a bit more streamlined, and it's working well. We've got the A3 P210 power station with a DC to DC charger, which is actually charging up now as we speak, and that's been a game changer, especially on our longer road trips. I don't have to worry about running out of power anymore, because when I'm on my adventures I do use a lot of electricity. People have said about sticking a solar panel on, but I camp all year round, and when I'm on my camping adventures I probably use about 25 on average, about 25% of the battery. And in the middle of winter when it's raining, no sun, the solar panel definitely ain't going to cut the mustard. So that's why I like the setup I've got. I may stick a solar panel on the roof in time, just for a little top up in the warmer months, but as it stands, the new setup works perfect. And now we've got our new tent, our new 10-man tent, which is absolutely huge, packs up into a bag that's only 5 kilos. That's gonna make some interesting camps in the future. Right, let's exit Cinder Ash Park. My friends are going for a little drive. Actually need to get a bit of charge into the power station, and because the weather's a bit poopy today, yeah, just fancy going for just a bit of a cruise in the Meat Wagon. In fact, I may actually go to Aldi in Holbeach. I could do with getting some bits, some shopping, get some nibbles for this evening and some dinner. Got lunch sorted, like I said. Yesterday in Long Sutton, this was chaos down here. The A17, a section of it was closed. Apparently another lorry had flipped over at a roundabout. But I've been on YouTube for a good 10 years now. For a long time I had a guitar channel called the Guitar Manifesto. It's still up there, it's still there, but I don't make any videos on there anymore because I got bad arthritis and my fingers, I can't play guitar anymore. The Meat Manifesto channel was running alongside it and I did the odd camp, but the last few years I thought my camping adventures is where I want to be at. So yeah, here we are. And along the way, a lot of people have messaged me saying I was the reason they started their camping adventures, the reason they bought a camper van, which is nice. I gave them motivation, they enjoy the videos, and some people have also started their own YouTube channels due to watching my videos, which is very nice. So if you started your own YouTube channel with your van life adventures or car camping, I've done car camping before, just mention your channel name in the comments, leave a link so people can check them out. I'd also like to see them myself. And also, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the Meat Manifesto, tag me over there, either with my channel handle or hashtag Meat Manifesto. Send me your vans, send me pictures of your campers. Reader's Wife's Mail. We like it. We like a bit of Reader's Wife's Mail. But it's nice to know that my sweet adventures, people enjoy them, and we're doing a bit of good in the world. Got to share the love. Oh yeah, the rain's starting to come down now. We finished our walking time. I do believe, from what we heard, that this was the roundabout where the lorry turned over yesterday. Oh, actually, I think I can see it. Oh, let's have a little look. Campers do a bit of rubbernecking. I think it was, yeah, it looks like it was there. Took that sign out. Ooh. Ouchie. Now the next roundabout up is where that lorry overturned a couple of weeks back. That's the trouble with modern life. Everybody's under pressure nowadays. Everything's got to be done 5 minutes ago. Not so much the lorry driver's fault, but he was probably driving a bit too quick around a roundabout, but they're under a lot of pressure to get to places in time. Sometimes in life we need to step back and relax, but yep, that's the modern world. Everything's got to go at a million miles an hour. Yeah, just on the right here of this roundabout, that's where the lorry overturned last week, or the week before, whenever it was. We've arrived in Aldi, Hull Beach. Car park's looking a bit better today. Let's get parked up. I've got Bruno in the van, so I ain't gonna be long. Just gonna nip in there quickly. Look at that camper. It's got a nice bit of wood wedged up right against our back doors there. Beautiful sight, campers. Well, my shopping trip in Aldi is complete. I went in there for 4 items and only managed to get 2 of them. That's the trouble with Aldi and Lidl, they ain't always got what you need, but that'll do for today. I want to go back home. I can't be bothered driving anywhere else. Put a little bit of charge in the power station, a little top up, good enough. Had a little cruise about. Campers, we are in the back of the Meat Wagon on our 100th episode of the Daily Meat. We're going to have a bit of a VIP experience now, checking out the Hawkston Lager. This is the Hawkston Lager Premium. So I thought for our 100th episode we'll have a little special juice. Look at that. It goes like gold to like a greeny colour on the label there. So yeah, this is the original Hawkston Lager. 4.8% ABV, 330ml, premium lager. Very simple ingredient list, campers. Water, malted barley, hops and yeast. And it's brewed at the Cotswold Brewing Company, College Farm, Stowe Road, Bourton on the Water. Tastes better when served chilled. Look at that, campers. That's dripping wet. That is very moist, campers. According to the Hawkston website, Hawkston Premium Lager is referred to as the iconic one. The original Hawkston Lager, bold yet balanced with a smooth body and top notes of light citrus, complemented by a subtle crisp bitterness and a malty backbone. Sounds familiar, campers. Setting the standard for a British premium lager at 4.8% volume. I think the next thing we need to do is crack it open and have a little sip, have a little taste of, campers. Look at that. Jeremy Clarkson's finest. Oh, that smells a bit good. Very strong flavour. So straight away that is has a fair bit stronger than the session lager, which is nice. Now I definitely agree with the description that it's got a smooth body. Not quite getting the citrus thing, but I can definitely taste quite a malty flavour. It's very nice campers. It's definitely stronger than something like Strap On and Budvar. Got more of a bite to it. It's a nice premium tasting lager. I'm not quite getting the citrusy notes though, but very similar to Holstein Pils, which I like. That's a good drop. That is a quality juice, a nice premium VIP juice for our 100th episode of the Daily Meat. But like the Hawkston Session Lager, that is a very moorish drop. The bottle's nearly gone, campers. Yep, last swig, down the hatch, campers. Very nice indeed. I do highly recommend the Hawkston Lager Premium, the original, and the best I've had so far. Out of two, the Session Lager and this one, yeah, that's nice. I'm very impressed with that. Nice strong flavoured lager. It actually tastes stronger than 4.8%. Yeah, that's a nice. So that's going to do it for this morsel of protein goodness. And thank you everybody who's been following the channel so far. 100 videos in, we're at just over 870 subscribers. So it's all good. Onwards to 1,000. And if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. A little reminiscing about 100 episodes so far, and our 79th consecutive daily video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next portion of the Daily Meat. Stay meaty.